Where is everyone? Should be around here somewhere. Maybe try over here. Ah, that's where everyone is. Well, welcome to another video from the Independent Vlogger. In today's video, we'll be exploring the Penicuik to Musselburgh Walkway Part 2 between Ladywood and the Firth Viaduct in Auchendenny. So there's some nice things to see there, and the leaves are turning golden, so that'll be nice to see too. So let's get walking. So resuming from where we left off, we'll continue on to the Firth Viaduct at Auchendenny. Now we've recently had some heavy rain, and so the River Esk is rather deep and fast flowing. So if you were to go for a swim today, then you'll be carried along rather quickly, to say the least. There's a few interesting points to look at along here, so we'll see what we can see today, and we'll keep our eyes open for wildlife. Well, the one piece of wildlife you can't see because it's currently behind the camera. In other words, me. Now, along here is the Beeslack Woods and the Ladywood, another way into the Ladywood. If you want to find out about the Ladywood, look to a previous video of the 47 route. You hear all about the Lord and Lady of Penicuik. We'll continue on this direction and look out for whatever we can see. And our usual trusted signpost of how far it is to different places, 8 miles to Dalkeith. So if you're feeling adventurous and want to walk, then you can get this to Dalkeith and then on to Musselburgh. And here is a classic example of the moss on the north side of the tree. As we go around it, you can see that on the south side there's less moss, but on the north side of the tree there is more moss. So if you're ever lost in a forest, just remember, moss is on the north side of the tree. Most of the moss is on the north side. Now, just have a look at all of those leaves. How many is there? Well, if you want to know, you can come and count them if you're bored. A bit more than 5, I would say. Now the orange leaves bring out the trees more. That would be a good painting. Now at this point, the walkway opens right out and you see a field. I never quite known what this part of the field was for. It still looks nice. Now, a bit like the Waterloo Walkway, the River Esk sometimes is beside the walkway and other times it's further away. You can see it's quite powerful here. Here we are at Auchendenny Station. This closed down in 1961. I'll have a look at the old booking office a bit further along. Now you can just make out the house through the trees. That was where the booking office, where you can buy your tickets. And then you came down and onto the platform. The steps still remain for the driver and conductor if they ever needed to come off the train. The engine would sit here and the carriages would go back along there. Yeah, it's nice. Now we're coming up for the first tunnel that we will be walking through today. This is the first of two tunnels. Now this tunnel at the other end is the old Dalmore paper mill, which is now a housing estate. So we'll have a brief look at that. And this just shows you how deep the Esk is once again. And look at that nicely built arch, even reflects in the water. All rests on that one stone. So here we are at the other end of the tunnel, and this is the old Dalmore paper mill. It's now a housing estate. It closed down. The mill closed down in 2004. The whole area was one huge mill, and had lots of jobs. Probably more jobs in the area than what there is now. And the big lorry took the paper up that big hill to nearly every part of the UK. Now in this field lives a friendly horse, but there's no horse here today. He always comes over to say hello when we walk past. Nice big horse. He sometimes comes running, galloping across the hill. I'll have to say, "No, him again," and comes to say hello. That is not here today, as we are away for a walk. We're now at the second of today's tunnels, and we'll have a look at the Firth Viaduct at the other side. This is the inside of the tunnel. Lights at the top. Hello. There's a good echo. Not as good as what it usually is. Oh well. We're in the middle of the tunnel now, and right here is where you could hide when a train was passing. So any workman working on the line, you could hide in there when the train passed. It's bricked up now. Same on the other side. You'll find that in all modern tunnels. There's the other side of the tunnel holding up all that earth. Now, just along here is the Firth Viaduct. It's an amazing sight. Now this is the view from the viaduct. I'll go down the side. We'll go down the side bit there and look at the viaduct from down there. This is a viaduct up here, and you can see up the other way, out the other direction too. So let's go and have a look at the viaduct from down there. And there is the viaduct from down below. We'll get another better view the further up here that we go. That's us left the footpath, so look out for part 3. There's a slightly better view of it. It's one of the biggest viaducts in the area, but it's not the biggest. The one at Lothian Bridge is bigger. That's the borders line between Edinburgh and Tweedbank. And there's some horses having some lunch. So, that's part 2, and look out for part 3 coming soon. Alright, just for you, there's a bonus view of the viaduct. But don't be asking again. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that little video there of the walkway to the Firth Viaduct. Isn't it a nice viaduct? And the amount of work and effort that they spent back then building it. We wouldn't have had today's safety standards either. So to see more, hit subscribe and that notification bell and the thumbs up so that you don't miss any vlogs that come out. Now don't forget to also head across to the Family Fun Pack channel to see how they got on at an air show. And if you like aeroplanes, that's the one for you. There's all different kinds of aeroplanes to watch, so head across there to see that. The Family Fun Pack channel. Great family fun. So until next time, that's Paul for now.